In the beginning, we try as much as possible not to drop a lot of food with puppies, but it happens, it's gonna happen. And people say, well, if I drop a piece of food, do I let the puppy pick it up? In the beginning, as long as I'm not having a problem, yes. Drop a piece of food, let the puppy pick it up, and then go back to work, right? If you have a problem with your dog surfing the floor all the time, looking for crumbs on the floor and not looking at you, when we get into training, we're not worried about it right now, but as we go forward, then if I drop a piece, I don't let them grab it, and I make them, they only get food if they take it from me. That helps break the habit of the dogs looking around on the floor for food. But in the very beginning, I don't worry about it too much, right? So this puppy came in great. Again, no real problems with the space, didn't pay much attention to the people. Saw me and wagged its tail, like a big loose wag, and whined a little, wanted to come over and say hi. As soon as she started giving it food, it stays focused on her. So that's one of the things I'm gauging too. If she gives it, just stand still for a sec, Cindy. If she gives it a piece of food and then stands still, does the puppy stay there looking at? Yep, the puppy stays there going like, hey, do you have another one? Or do you give your puppy a piece of food and then it immediately wanders off, right? And so it's neither one's a bad thing necessarily, or a good thing necessarily. But with a lot of puppies, we're going to start talking engagement tomorrow too. And when you start talking holding the dog attention, a lot of puppies you have to reward them really frequently. You need what we call a high rate of reinforcement. So it's like reward, 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 pause for a sec, reward, reward, pause for a sec. But you don't take much time between rewards, otherwise your puppy's going to check out. They look at you for a second, nothing's happening. They're like, all right, let's go do something else, right? And so, but he has pretty good concentration. She feeds him and then she stands still and he sits there looking at her a lot in between like, hey, do you have more? So he wasn't immediately checking out and he comes running back to her. Lovely. Good boy. Yes?
Cindy just now went forward and then treated in front as opposed to coming around.
Right.
Is it better to same direction?
No, it depends on what we're working on, right? So a lot of times, in the very beginning it doesn't matter at all, but as you go forward, we're going to teach the dog to take rewards in different places. If all the rewards are here in front of me, later when I go to do other behaviors, like I want the dog beside me, they keep wanting to get in front of me, right? So I mix it up with my young dogs when I'm rewarding them. So sometimes the rewards are here to me, sometimes they're with this hand going this way away from me, sometimes they're sideways this way and sideways that way, sometimes they're between my legs, sometimes I'm walking this way so they're beside me and I reward them, then I'm backing up and they're in front of me. If all the rewards come in one orientation for too long, a few sessions doesn't matter. But if the dog's in front of me getting all the rewards all the time, later when I try to move that work beside me, the dog keeps trying to get in front of me. Like, over here's a bad place. I've never gotten anything when I'm over here. Why don't I get back in front of you? So she's just instinctively, she may have done it deliberately even, but yeah, whether she was consciously doing it at that point. But one of the things you begin to do is you deliberately deliver rewards in a lot of different places to your young dogs so that they're okay on my left side, on my right side, in front of me, while I'm moving away from you, while you're moving away from me, while you're moving towards me. And then those dogs don't get stuck where they only get rewards in a specific place or position. And so much of what we initially do is with the dog in front of us, you can inadvertently create too much value here and make other things harder later on. But don't sweat it too much in the beginning, right? Right off the bat, don't obsess about it, but as you go forward, it's something you want to pay attention to. Thank you. Beautiful. You're cute. You're cute. Yes, you are. Oh, you're getting...